bar to stay on at the last second? What happened?
So in the qualifications, I missed my Coleman by a good amount. And under this high pressure situation, I tried to go a little too early. I ended up very close to the bar. Same result, falling off. But I mean, my coach always says finish strong. I came here to have fun, so I just hopped up on the bar and said, let's just have fun for the rest of it. And the universe has a weird way of working it out to give me this medal. I think they wanted to show the world how hard I've worked this year, and I guess I get to show it now, so I'm just really excited about that.
Talking about that hard work, you've been very public about your self-belief and even
Yeah.
like a bit of manifesting. How important has that been for you this year?
Very important. I mean, when you're going along this super hard journey, every second of your life you're thinking about these goals. You might as well have a positive, happy attitude about it, you know? When I go in the gym every day, I'm happy because I know I'm working towards getting medals. And when it pays off, it's just the greatest thing. But the journey itself was just as fun because I was happy the whole time and committed to getting this. So, yeah.
You talk about
Straight edge, and like you don't drink.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
I just know that it's going to take a lot of work for the U.S. to get these medals, and I don't want to ever miss out on this and wonder what did I do wrong, what did I miss out on. So I commit fully to it, and when I get this, I know it paid off, so I'm just thankful for that.
when you were at the University Games earlier this year, you didn't have the showing in the all-around that you were hoping for. What did you take away from that championships to bring to this World Championships?
Yeah, I think I took away how to train a little better in the gym to sharpen for the competition. And I think it showed, of course, until the last event, but I had a great run of very consistent routines, smooth routines. And watching the other Chinese and Japanese guys and the way they train, the way they show off in competition, I feel like I just brought that here and it was working. So, yeah.
Fred, when you fell off high bar, did you think the medal was gone?
I did think the medal was gone, but I was here my number one goal here was first stay healthy. Second goal was have fun. So I thought I was pretty healthy, so the second goal was just go up and have fun. So I just finished off the high bar routine. I probably one of the cleanest high bar finishes I've ever done, so I was happy.
When the meet was over, you looked in the camera and you said, "I didn't deserve this."
Yeah.
How did you shift your mindset from that to what we're hearing you
Yeah.
say now?
I guess everybody was in the same situation as me of you're under high pressure, and I realized those other guys that also fell, it just showed that, I mean, they, had to deal with the same thing as me, didn't exactly do this the same, didn't perform as well, also under pressure, but I ended up the third best performer of the day, so I guess I did deserve it. So that's how I feel now.
And this meet is like so many days in a row.
Yeah.
Of competing all around. Have you learned anything about endurance from this?
Yeah, so my coach, I have to thank my coaches number one at Michigan, Shao, Yuha, Jordan. They put me through some rigorous training the last 2 weeks, and in that training I learned the most important thing wasn't be strong, have a lot of energy. It's when you're tired and you don't have a lot of energy, how do you do your sets cleanly? How do you get through it preserving energy? So today I came here, I knew I didn't have the most energy I've ever had, but I knew because of my training, I know how to perform while tired. I know how to do routines with less energy. I'm going to be fine, and that's what it showed.
What was it like being up on you got to hug and share the flag with Daiki, but being on the podium with him and Ilya, what was all that like?
Yeah, I think it's really fun and exciting. I've watched these guys for the last 2-3 years and their come up in the international level. Now I get to stand there right next to them, which is pretty cool. Now they're my competitors, of course, so I'm excited to come back in the future competitions and push for that gold. But it was just fun. I was rotating with Daiki. We had great chemistry, congratulating each other after each set. So it was just fun. Yeah.
Coming into this meet, do you feel like you felt like you belonged with people like that?
Yeah, I think I definitely belonged, and I'm happy that it showed now. But my coaches tell me there's one thing just being good at gymnastics, but when you're competing, it's all about who has the right sets that they can handle. And that's what I felt like. I had this perfect sets built for me in this competition, and it showed by getting me to the podium, so yeah.
And who'd you throw the stuffed animal thing to?
I throw it to my mom, of course. I have to thank my mother.
So the Jimbo's still in the family?
The Jimbo's still in the family. I have to thank my mom and dad. They've sacrificed so much to get me to this point, and they come to every competition no matter where it is in the world, which is pretty huge. It's a big sacrifice work-wise, but when I hop on the event, knowing my parents in the crowd, I know I'm just going to go have fun and show off for them, so yeah.
You talked.
That you saw, I can't remember if it was his Chiba fell or Sun fell on.
Yeah, and I'm just like.
Can you, and Shao said something to you too? What happened right then?
Yeah, I mean, he's just saying I deserve whatever happens, basically. And I'm just thinking, the universe has a weird way of doing things. So I think it wanted me to be happy with all the work I did this year and have this medal to show it. but it knew that I was going to go back to the gym and work super hard to not be in that situation again. So, yeah.
You talked about having routines that were built for you, but I'm curious about your pommel horse routine because the Urzica, you had issues with it at nationals, and then here I think it's been downgraded a couple times. Is that something that you'll consider taking out of your routine, or just something that you want to workshop in the gym in the future?
Just workshop in the gym. The thing that most people don't see is when you're competing under pressure, a lot of skills look very different than they look in training. So my Urzica in training, my coaches say is beautiful, no doubt about it. Same with my scissor handstand usually. But at this competition, those show to be a little struggle. So I have to go back to the gym, not just train the skill, but train high pressure situations and doing that skill the right way that I usually do in training. So.
And do you work with any coach to do visualization of having success of those skills?
I kind of do it myself. I'm kind of like a type that I like to just kind of find myself, figure out myself, and it's been working. The mental, I think, is very strong. I also think I have a close uncle. His name's Eric Hutchinson. He helps me, talk about, competing and the pressure situations and the mentals of that. So, got to thank him for that.
You're also here on a team with Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Have you asked her? You're doing great, but have you
Yeah.
asked her for any tips?
Uh,
You're doing all right with your 2 medals.
I'm doing all right. Simone obviously is killing it. I haven't asked her for tips, but we have a lot of fun back at the hotel. And I love to just watch the way she competes. It looks like she's just showing off to the world. And that's what I'm trying to replicate and eventually get to that level where I'm just literally performing for you guys and the gold medal is set.
Is there a brand in particular you'd like people to know about?
Of course, Frederick Flips. I'm building a brand. I can't wear it right now, but I'm building a big clothing brand with Frederick Flips. I want it to outlive me in the sport, take over the sport for men's gymnastics and women's gymnastics, and then go to other sports, parkour, cheerleading. There's so many flipping sports. Flipping's so fun. That's what we do. I just wanted to spread to the whole world. So Frederick Flips, follow me at Frederick Flips on all social media, and then I'm building a big brand. So, yeah.
Did you hear your Team USA teammates in the crowd tonight?
I did, and I was so excited to keep performing for them every time. And then,
Did you have any communication, like any kind of like hand signals or whatever with Asher over on the different events?
not hand signals, but between events, walking past each other, we
Yeah.
kept saying, "Let's keep going, let's have fun," and cheered each other on. I was cheering loud for him during when he was going, so yeah.
Do you feel like two medals and 2 attempts for the U.S. men? Where do you feel like the trajectory is with all you young guys?
Trajectory is definitely going up. We're young, and I mean, it just shows that in the U.S. we learn quick, we push hard, and we're always going to be fighting for the #1 spot, and it's going to come. Yeah. All right, thank you guys.